Hey there YouTube, That's here. I'm going to be bringing you guys a Wi-Fi battle from Pokemon Showdown.com on Smogons server. In this battle, it's going to be my fire team versus what I would like to call an anti-meta team. So this is my opponent's team in this game. His team is centered around nullifying my types of attacks while getting free swaps in on whatever I might want to use. He uses a variety of ghost Pokemon ground types, as well as things with water absorb, flash fire, or volt absorb to disrupt my play, or at least that's what his team is really centered around doing. Anyways, let's jump into it and get this started. Alright, so I'm going to lead off with my Darmanitan, and he's going to lead off with his Heatran. This is my Choice Scarf Darmanitan, and since I didn't see a wound on his Heatran, I went straight for an Earthquake, and it killed it. And so he probably assumed that I was Choice Scarfing, because he might have been Choice Scarfed too. So he goes off to Gliscor to pretty much stop me from going for Earthquake. And so I go up to Espeon trying to eat a Stealth Rocks with my Magic Guard, but I ate an Earthquake and I thought that was fine anyways. I was Focus Sash, so it didn't really matter. So I see his Toxic Orb activates, and I know he's Toxic Heal now. So I Psychic instead of switching, because if I switched and he used Stealth Rocks, I would have been dead if I sent Espeon back out anyways, and he would have had Stealth Rocks up, so it just wasn't worth it. And I got about 60% in on his Gliscor anyways. So I go up to Ninetales to get my Sunny Day going, and since he doesn't have a different weather in his team, better get it up earlier than later. And I go for Solar Beam. Some of you might think that looking at his team comp, Solar Beam would have been a bad choice, but if you would have swapped a Jellicent, it would have been a definite 2-shot. So that's good enough reason for me. But since I'm Choice Spect and I seriously thought he was going to swap to Scizor or Fortress, I switched to Garchomp, knowing Garchomp would at least be able to eat Earthquake anyways. So he has Poison Heal and I have leftovers, and we see me pop a Substitute, because I'm expecting Fling to come, since it's obvious that he's not a defensive Gliscor anymore, and that Psychic did way too much damage. And of course Fling won't kill my Garchomp sub. Garchomp's pretty bulky. And I go for a Swords Dance behind my sub, knowing if he uses Acrobatics this turn or something like that, which, there it is, it would break my sub and I'd get a free Swords Dance. I actually don't know why Garchomp's even legal right now in OU. He should definitely go back to being Uber. He's really way too good. Even without Sandvale, Repskin's still a really good ability. So he Acrobatics on my second sub, and I was just trying to bait out a switch or something like that. Anyways, of course Outrage is going to kill him since he's Physical Attack Gliscor instead of a wall. But the bad thing is now I'm stuck using Outrage. That's fine. I mean, I'm already up 2 Pokemon to 1. So he goes up to Fortress, and I really didn't want him setting up on me. So when he hit me with that counter, I was actually kind of happy. I was kind of surprised too, but I'm glad that I didn't get rocks and spikes and all that garbage set up on me. Alright, so I'm going to go off my Blissey, but little does he know that it's my Zoroark. And with the sun going, the Flamethrower from my Zoroark is very effective. I like using a Flamethrower on my Zoroark with Ninetales and Blissey on my team. Works really well. See, he still thinks it's a Blissey, because Blissey would have been faster than Fortress, and Blissey can have Flamethrower, so when he went for looked like a U-turn or superpower with his Scizor, he ate the Flamethrower. So he probably knows now that it's Zoroark. So in Night Days, the Jellicent does about 48%, probably going to be about a 3-shot, and he misses with a Toxic. Unlucky for him. Alright, so another Night Days. Hoping to get an accuracy drop, but it's alright. It's fine. He goes for an Ice Beam just to get some guaranteed damage. And yeah, it pops my illusion. I really like running Zoroark in this team. It works really well. Yeah, so the third Night Days is going to finish him off. And it looks like his last Pokemon's going to be Gengar. And he sends the Gengar out, and I Sucker Punch it. He looked like he's probably going for a Thunderbolt, or maybe a Focus Blast or something like that. Yeah, that's the game right there. This is my fire team. I'm testing it out. I'm probably going to be working on it for a few weeks. Really like the way Zoroark works in it. Always keeps my opponents on their toes, and it has a bunch of the moves that a bunch of the other Pokemon on my team have. It's mainly used for Pokesash counter when something's locked into Outrage, or has a bunch of stat boosts. This pretty much just resets the board. But it can also finish something off if it's low with Sucker Punch, kind of like that, or just Gengar's at full HP, I guess. Alright, well, like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you guys are going to do. See you guys later.